8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go to the game. My breast is still very tender. I can't really touch it, and that sucks. But anyways. So we were going to meet Ryan. So let's see Ryan, and after that we will have to like continue. We can flirt with him a little bit because he is our chosen love interest in this game.
You were right. About Typhon, about Mac.
Alex.
Mac got the call.
How do you know that?
He got the call and he lied about it.
Doesn't matter.
Someone is putting pressure on him to keep quiet. Someone from the mine, and...
It doesn't matter!
He's very angry.
I keep coming here and playing it back. But it always ends the same.
Ryan.
He's dead. He's really dead, Alex.
Okay. That's how he feels. Okay.
It was my fault. My job is to keep people safe. And I failed.
Typhon did this, you saved me, you saved Ethan. Typhon did this.
You did everything right. Typhon took him away from us. Not you.
She's wrong. I let her cross that log. I put Gabe in harm's way. I'm not a hero. I'm a coward. Worse than worthless.
How could you have known? Neither of us is worthless. You're braver than me. What I would tell you, how could you have known?
You've got to stop torturing yourself. You did everything you could have.
It doesn't matter. Gabe's dead. Because of me. Gabe, I'm so sorry.
Forgive yourself. Gabe would forgive you. I forgive you. What I would tell you, Forgive yourself.
There's only one person holding you responsible for this, Ryan. You need to forgive yourself. You're not alone. Whoa, hold on. There's a guy in a gorilla suit? Does he also jump off of the cliff and into the pool?
No, he chases a guy in a banana suit. That guy jumps off the cliff and into the pool.
I'm sorry. This is a Mexican restaurant?
Nominally. The food is, well, terrible. But it's Gabe's favorite place. I tell you, he's the oldest 12-year-old I know. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You came up here to tell me that I was right about Mac. About him getting the call. How did you know?
There's something you should know about me. And it's gonna be easier to show you than to explain it. This is gonna seem sort of weird at first, then really weird. Do you trust me?
Think of something infuriating. Think of something scary. Think of something sad. I was talking to the copilot about being afraid of the void. I told copilot that I'm afraid of the void of the Minecraft, as I am afraid also of the outside of the observable universe that my dad said that doesn't exist the other day. My dad says that I am afraid of the void because of Zeus and because he's like the thing that he said in the other post, that he's an endless deity, an eternal, like omniscient, omnipotent, and all that shit, all that stuff, and that I am afraid of him, and that's why I'm afraid of such like expanding places without limits that are outside of like a restricted area, like like universe or like Minecraft world. There is a void in Minecraft, that's what I'm talking about. If you dig very deep, I dug deep, but I didn't expect that I would find the void like that. So I found the void and I fell into it and I got panicked. I closed the game yesterday. I had almost a panic attack by seeing the void. It was like a milky white place, I suppose, like a fog, and I could see the bedrock above me. That was the world of Minecraft, like the deepest of the ocean, and it gave me the chills. And my father says that the reason I have these chills is because I am afraid of Zeus still, and I suppose I'm afraid of how he operates into the unlimited spaces, I suppose. And he said that when you come back, I will be okay with all of this and I will not be afraid anymore. So now that I explain all of this stuff, I wanted to ask Ryan to think something scary, because this is something that I would like to discuss with you at the moment, because Ryan is supposed to be you. So as I told you now about something that scares the shit out of me, I would like Alex to tell Ryan as well.
Okay. Think of something that just scares the shit out of you. Really focus until you feel it.
For me, that's the void, definitely.
Mac, Typhon, all of it. You're afraid you won't know how to handle it without Gabe.
Never knew anyone so good at getting into and out of trouble. Oh, man, this one time.
Yellow orange. He's happy.
Whatever it is you're thinking about right now, don't stop, okay? Keep going.
We haven't sex, what the fuck? Thanks to everyone who saw today.
We're going to send him off right this time.
Okay, thanks to everyone who showed up today. Sorry for how it shook out. What we will say to one last set off, do it right this time. Sounds like a fine idea. Actually, I have an idea. Can we all meet on the bridge 9 p.m.? I'm there, meet to bridge at 9 it is. Okay.
What emotion is this?
It's as if she doesn't know this emotion personally, so she doesn't recognize it even in other people. That's crazy.
Must be a good memory. I wonder if I can piece it together.
Sorry for interrupting. I bought a new book of Chinese today from Amazon. I had a gift card. I purchased a new printer. They gave me the wrong ink. I told them. They told me to return the ink for my money. And they gave me a gift card of 30. I used it to buy some nails. I will show you that box. And I also bought this book. It's a Chinese story. Maybe I can use that flashlight. Oops, that's the opposite. So it's Chinese writing workbook, perfect tool. It says a bilingual story of Chinese idioms by Dr. I will butcher the name, Xia Yu, I suppose. So that's the story, and I can tell you did I fuck up the camera? Let's put it here. Okay. So the storyline is I think it was about the story. So there is like about the story. So this story, inspired by Confucius' wisdom, takes us into his teachings from the Analects. It teaches us that a perfect job needs a perfect tool. Confucius emphasizes that being prepared is key to efficiency. Whether employing physical tools, digital devices, or just your mind, this narrative highlights how readiness can transform any endeavor. So, I'm not quite sure. Okay, fuck. I'm sorry. It has your name. So it has also drawing. The guy. You have to learn this. Like you learn this in Chinese. It also has like the pinyin for pronunciation if you are European like me, and also has like the translation in English, so you can understand what you're reading. And I just saw the story. That's what I tried to say. And I noticed how different the philosophy in China is from Greek philosophy. Not in the terms like the philosophy, like the way that you have to read the stories as a mystic. It ends up in the same direction. If you remember, I had told you about the Niwa and her husband. So just because it's a different language, that doesn't mean that the spirits change how they talk. So if Zeus inspired the story in China, or if Yahweh inspired the story in China, okay, that ends up being completely the same, just because it will be a message communicated by the spirits to the Chinese and not, for example, in the Swedish, let's say. That doesn't mean that the message will be different, okay? So if the message is, for example, A equals 1, okay, that will be also in China. But in China you will have, like, for example, let's say your surname Gao equals 1. So the only thing you have to learn as a mystic is what Gao means in Chinese, so you can understand the message. But apart from that, it's completely the same thing. It's like asking from a woman from China to put on point shoes that originated in Europe. She won't do anything different than us. She will just put them on her feet. She won't put them in her arms, for example. That's common sense, you know. So that's how it works even with mysticism. But what I saw that it is different in terms of culture, and that doesn't have to do with spiritual language. That has to do with culture. Okay, it's how the civilization you have in China is very much pragmatic, and it's more like less in the head but less in the body. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's really tricky, because if you analyze it even deeper, you will see that we also have this in Greece. For example, Zeus creates chairs. If you create a chair, you took the idea from Zeus, so it's also pragmatic. At the end of the day, the approach is different. Not the message is, as I said, is the same. As I said, I think you guys are very much the same with us, because he said, how did he say that again? So he said, a perfect job needs a perfect tool. So the message is exactly what Plato said about the chairs and the beds with Zeus. It's exactly the same, but the way it is expressed is different. So the Chinese is like, I need to build a chair. I will just take the tool to build the chair. Just saying it very plainly. The Greek takes it in the head, and he says, I have to build a chair. I have to ask Zeus to help me make the chair. The outcome is the same, but the way you do it is different. The approach is different. That doesn't mean that you don't end up in the same direction. All roads lead to Rome is a sentence we have, we Italians and Greeks. I don't know if anybody else says that, but we say, Italians and Greeks, all roads point towards Rome. It's from the Roman Empire times that we were together with the Italians. Okay, so if you take the, like, let's say if you take the road to India, to go to India, let's say you are a UK person, like a British person, and you use the Red Sea, you use Mediterranean, Red Sea, Indian Ocean, hope I pronounce him correctly, like the third biggest ocean, Indian Ocean, right? And you go to India for goods. That's one route to go to India. Another route is to take a ship from the Atlantic, go to America, go across the entire American peninsula, go to San Francisco, take another ship, pass the Pacific Ocean, go to Japan, then take from Japan another ship and go to China, cross China, or maybe go to Indian Ocean again, or use like Australia and go from there to India. So you can go from west and from the east to India. What changes is not the destination is still India, right? You still go to India. What changes is what you are exactly crossing. So from the one point, you crossed the entire West. So you have a Western understanding of things when you go to India. But when you go from my place, like Mediterranean and Red Sea, okay, you are not having a Western way of thinking, you have an Eastern way of thinking, so you go to India, okay? But you still go to India, nevertheless. So that's the difference that I find personally. So you go from the one route to India, but you have a different approach, and so does the other person who goes from the other route, okay? But you still go to India. You don't go, let's say, I don't know, like Madagascar or anything. You go to see Alex and Martin from the DreamWorks movie. Helga, what movie is this? It's like a very famous and very amazing cartoon movie from the 2010, if I remember correctly. It's called Madagascar. It's about 4 animals that went to Madagascar from a zoo in New York. Search Madagascar DreamWorks where to watch. I'm not quite sure where you can watch this, but it's amazing. You have to watch that film. It's definitely amazing. Maybe Netflix has it. I don't know. Maybe if I Google Netflix, where to watch Madagascar, basically. Okay. So, okay, you can watch this on Netflix. It's 2005, the first movie, but it has more movies. The third movie was 2012, as I said. It's a very nice movie. You have to watch that. So, I noticed that, as I said, I noticed that the Chinese are very pragmatic in the way they are dealing with pragmatism. Okay, pragmatism is a trait, it's a way of thinking, it's a way of processing information that comes directly from Zeus. This is how Zeus treats reality. Okay, Greeks are also pragmatists at the end of the day. As I said, you learn realism from Zeus. You don't learn dreaming. That's dreaming. That dreaming like substance. Don't know how to call it. Like notion. It comes from Yahweh. It doesn't come from Zeus. Whatever culture you are from, I told you that doesn't matter if you are Mexican, if you are like a German, if you are Chinese, Greek, Swedish, American, I don't know, like it's Brazilian, it's always the same. But Zeus has like this pragmatic nature that, you know, I don't know how to describe it. A Chinese goes directly on point, like I have to build a chair, take the tools, sculpt the, I don't know, like ropes, stone, wood, maybe put a nail, I don't know, glue. I haven't built a chair, I don't know how to build a chair, I'm just guessing. So assemble the parts and then pull it out and sit. Okay, so that's how you guys think. I have noticed that. But Greeks are more like, let's take the things that I need, I will do that, but whatever I'm doing, it comes from Zeus directly. That doesn't come from me. So the Greek won't really sit there and tell you, like I built a chair and I used this tool and this tool and this tool and I did this and that and I made the chair. No, you guys would say that. The Greek is gonna say, I once was in the world of the ideas, I was with Zeus, I forgot his truth, I took it back, now I made the chair. So they would skip that part, and if they spoke about the part, they would be like, if a triangle has 3 squares on each side, then the biggest square is the 2 squares added one with the other. And then you'll be like, what the heck is that? Yeah, that's how we process information in the West. It's in our heads, not in our bodies mostly. You guys are more functioning in a pragmatic level, in the pragmatic way. You can say that you speak like more realism in the end of the day, but as I said, it's the same. But the Greeks would go through ontology to explain realism, and at the end of the day, I think this is why you can't understand the way I'm speaking, and you think it's crazy, because ontological, because yes, it's the same, but my approach is very different. I'm using spirit and air and universe to explain my reality, and you don't. You are straight to the point. Maybe that's why you chose to be a critical religion scholar. I don't know. Maybe I'm just guessing that this is closer to your understanding from China. But if you wanna learn for a moment how I think, like I don't know, I feel like I'm pushed to explain all this stuff because you wanna know how I think and how I operate. Okay, then you have to push your brain to think unlimited, essentially. As I said before, I'm afraid of the void. Maybe it doesn't exist, but I am afraid because this is how my mind is trained. You have to push your brain and to think endlessly, like you are inside a room. You have to imagine that the room, the corners of the four corner room, the four corners of this like cube. If you're like Helga, the room is not a cube. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You have to think outside the box, okay? You think that this is a cube, it has four corners, and the door and the window don't limit, or the bricks, the room. The room expands endlessly until infinite from each side, right, left, bottom, above, front, behind, all places of the horizon, okay? It expands and every dimension is unlimited and connected like a wormhole with the other. And if this scares you, yes, it is scary. That's why I don't like mysticism, and that's why Zeus is the devil. But if you want to understand a little bit how my mind is working, how I say the things that I say, I'm not teaching you how to talk with Zeus. I'm teaching you how my culture is working. I'm not teaching you how to talk with him. In any case, I won't do that, but would never do that. But I'm teaching you how Greek philosophy works, how different it is from Chinese, because Chinese people are more like, you have to go to do something, just do it. And the Greek will still sit there and just discuss how it can be done through the spirits, okay? So this is the difference. I don't know in such a frame how I could help you understand me better. For example, I said the what if questions are the way that we say a fact. That's again stretching the possibility to impossibility and build a reality, a virtual reality essentially, on the impossibility. So you say, for example, um, okay, let's use anarchically royalist. What if Imogen didn't die in the execution, and what if she died in the docking stool? You have already left the cube. Didn't I say the room? Just think the room as I say that. You have left the room that Imogen is dead in the execution, and you have created in your head a different reality, an alternative parallel reality that Imogen is not dead by execution, she is dead by docking stool. So that's, let's say, if we say that this is the cube and this is the front of the cube, that oops. Do you want to return to the menu? I don't want to return to the main menu. What are you talking about? Okay, so that's the cube, okay, and that I just said, so Imogen died from the docking stool is the front extension of the cube, right? As I said, it goes unlimited to infinity. So the main cube, let's say my room, is Imogen died from execution. So you have already expanded your horizon one block, if we are in Minecraft, for example. Now because you have done that, it inevitably, I know maybe that sounds crazy, you have to expand your horizon in all possible directions, because it's like you say, if the Bible has one verse that it is incorrect, then the entire Bible is incorrect. Do you remember this idea that some people have in the West? This comes from philosophy. So you said Imogen died from execution, and then you say you dare to think, what if, and you say what if Imogen died from docking stool? Inevitably, you create another square, you expand on the right, and you say, what if Imogen didn't die at all? Maybe she's alive. That's the alive possibility. You have down below, what if she is a ghost? I'm pressing all buttons. What if she is a ghost? On the other side, what if she is who they say she is? She's a bad person. And then you go in the alive section and you say where the fuck she is now. If we go again in the alive section, we can say, did she die from old age? Did she die from a disease? Did she die in childbirth? Did they kill her? Did they put her in a room, like in a room and she's still there locked? Can you see how many possibilities you create with this way of thinking? So you cannot know which one of them is correct, but this is how you process information when you are a mystic. And you eliminate and you find out the truth. This is how it's called. We call it in Greek, if I remember correct, Socratic dialectic, I think. I'm not quite sure if it is the correct way. So Socrates used a way of thinking that he expanded possibilities essentially, and then he eliminated them to find the truth. So when you were discussing with Socrates, he was telling you, for example, what if virtue is teachable? What if virtue is not teachable? What if virtue is teachable? Yes, but only in the free men of Athens. That is only Athenians, not other Greeks, and not slaves or women, okay? Or elderly men, for example. So when you expand like this, you have many possibilities. And in order to find the correct one, because the beginning wasn't, it's just one of the many possibilities, as I said, then Socrates was like, if the virtue is teachable, should we teach it to everybody? Is this how it was supposed to be? Or do we have to teach it only to those who are capable of sustaining virtue, because other people are not? For example, they have not gone to school, they don't know like how to spell and write and stuff like that, etc., etc. And then you are like, what if you can teach it only in such people and not to everybody? Does that mean that virtue is not teachable to everybody? Does this mean that it had a divine will by Zeus, that some people have to have knowledge? And then he had a myth in this, that's from Protagoras that I'm discussing, and he said Zeus told Hermes, give everybody the political virtue, and if somebody doesn't cooperate, kill him like a disease. That's obviously very demonic. My father is angry with all this. Obviously, that's crazy. You can't kill people just because they don't want to operate. But let's say that this is how it works, okay? So we say it is teachable. It has to be taught in the free men, but also at the end of the day, you have to teach it to everybody but those who will have gone to school. So we have to build the society from scratch and make all people attend school and become philosophers. So you are forcing everyone to become something that maybe they don't want to go and become, What I just did, I don't say I agree. I say this is how philosophy works in Greece. So it's called the way of Socrates. He was telling you expand, and then he was helping you eliminate possibilities and go to the absolute truth. So this is how we work in Greece. If you wanna process information like I do, or not in process, like in the manner that if you wanna understand how I'm speaking, I'm just explain to you how it works. It's completely different perspective than the Chinese one, but it definitely leads in the same direction. It doesn't lead anywhere else. It leads exactly where you guys led it to be. We just use a different approach to do that. It's more in the head and less in the hands, in the body, that you guys do. Anyways, I think this helps. Let's return now to the game.
Gabe, Goose.
I see it. It'll move.
It's not moving.
It'll move. Gabe! blood, huh?
Gabe, this is serious. Killing a Canadian goose is a violation of international law.
Shut up. It is not.
They're Canadian geese, Gabe. Property of the Crown.
The crown of...
Property of the Crown, Gabe.
What do we do?
I don't really like this joke, but I guess it's like a bittersweet memory now, because he remembers when they had this incident in the road.
How deep you think?
Deeper than that. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police can spot a goose grave at 100 paces.
The Mounties? Oh, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How long were you gonna let me dig?
I wasn't gonna stop you.
Ze, I'm telling you, if you ever did such joke with me, I would have dumped you and I wouldn't care if my father wants me with you. And if you're like, Helga, why? Because they are making fun of a dead animal and they killed it, and I wouldn't tolerate such stuff. No way. No way. That's a huge turn off for me, and I don't think if you don't respect, for me, planets, stars, comets, plants, like trees, grass, touch grass as we say, and animals, you won't do a good or a better, even better thing with people. If you treat nicely the universe, if you think fondly of planets and stuff, and if you treat nature nicely alongside with animals, I can trust you will be a good person with other people as well. So if you are laughing with animals like that, dead animals, no, thank you. Thank you, next.
So, did you finish burying the goose or not? Okay, also, property of the Crown? Really?
Well, they are technically protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
I wouldn't laugh with this, honestly.
How?
I'm basically some kind of superhero. I'm basically some kind of freak. The way you have treated me, I would say I'm basically some kind of freak, because I wouldn't think you would like that.
There's something wrong with the way I process other people's emotions. I see these auras, I guess. And sometimes, if somebody's feeling something big, it sort of infects me. And I start feeling it too.
Yes, this is how I process auras and emotions too. I feel it too, like she says. I have the same thing pretty much. Yeah. And yes, I would think that you would call me a freak, and I would say that, like, if you were face to face, I would tell you I'm some kind of a freak, a creep.
And that's what you just did with me?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with you. You're a literal wizard.
It's only ever been the bad emotions before, but that was pure joy.
I don't process only bad emotions personally, I process everything. For example, with you, I have felt your fear, your anger, your sadness a lot. Like, if I have to pick what you have felt more with me, sadness, I would say. More sadness, like 70-80%, then some fear because you think I don't like you, some anger because you think I liked my father more, and you have a 10% of joy because you love me. That's how I would say it, but I have felt all your emotions, and yes, when I do with my father, they affect my mood too. Like I go inside your head, like Alex is going inside their heads, as she says.
Who else knows?
Gabe did. But now, I guess, just you.
Um, yes, nobody else knows. You know. Everybody that watches my channel, I suppose, now know if they are even keeping up with my content. My dad, obviously, because he's the reason, and yeah, my mom too. So yeah, nobody else knows this. What I have said into other mistakes, like the woman in the neighborhood, the previous neighborhood, I didn't go into details. I just said the basic stuff that she told me about herself when she opened up. I didn't open up myself, and this is a tactic I have as a mistake. I don't say everything about what I am doing because I don't wanna pass information to people that can use, like, I'm not believing in magic and hexes. I'm just saying that I prefer to keep it close so they don't have to use it against me in formal or written word or even verbally. Does that make sense? So they can't, if I don't say anything, they don't know who I am. So that's how I operate.
And that's how I know Mac's terrified of Typhon. He reported Gabe's call, and they ignored it. Now they're putting pressure on him to toe the line.
Okay, but why?
I don't know yet. Someone made the decision to let the blast go off. Seems like finding out who would be a good start.
So, you're going after Typhon?
Yes.
You'll need help.
You think?
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm speaking about Zeus right now, and you speak about helping me, if you can guess that.
You're stuck with me now.
If you think so. Handshake, hug. I'm not I'm not an asshole, like you would hug.
You're welcome, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
No. Thank you.
You could like my posts from time to time, just saying, because you don't.
This one's for you, Gabe. I miss you.
speak this morning. I couldn't. Hearing everyone talk about him, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that. But even though I only had one day with him, he changed my life. I said I didn't know if I belonged here. He told me that home isn't something you find. It's something you build.
I don't really agree with that, but yeah, for whatever anyone thinks, I guess.
I love you, Gabe.
How do I say miss all the ways you made me smile? How do I show you that I'll survive all of these trials?
Everyone's happy for some reason, I don't understand why. Only Diane is so afraid. So afraid. So we have to figure out why she's afraid.
I will say goodbye.
Okay, so we finished the chapter. So Alex calmed Mac down from his panic attack. Alex reminded Eleanor about what happened. Charlotte didn't take Typhon's money. Alex didn't sit on the edge of the dock. Alex left the mess for later, did we? Alex didn't add anything in the memory table. Alex didn't look at the dartboard. Alex didn't look through Steph's comp book. Okay. Alex spent a moment thinking of Gabe. Alex admitted she didn't hear Gabe's call. Alex... Ryan was able to forgive himself. Ryan accepted Alex's forgiveness. Alex offered Ryan Gabe's forgiveness. Okay. Ryan and Alex shared a hug at the... what does it say? At the Raven. Okay. Steph claimed the title of foosball champion. Alex didn't talk to Steph in the record store. Okay. Alex didn't help the birdwatcher. Alex didn't help the sad Duke. Alex claimed... Okay, we saw all of them. Okay, so we go to the next chapter. Chapter 3, Monster or Mortal. Okay, I like this part of the chapter. We have to hook up with Diane and take her USB. I will solve it.
You have a superpower? You're both fucking with me, right?
Not fucking with you. Wouldn't call it that. Not fucking with you.
Do Ryan and I look like the fucking with you type? It's all true.
Fine. Then tell me what I'm feeling right now.
You're feeling disbelief.
You're actually a little annoyed. You feel hurt that we didn't tell you until now, whether it's true or not. You don't like being left out.
Well, okay. Oh, shit. The foosball game. You knew exactly what to do.
Sorry, you needed it.
Yeah, sorry. Being around memories of Gabe was making you so sad. I wanted to help.
You did. I'm just surprised. Never thought I'd have a freaky and bad friend. Pretty wild.
Yeah, you're like an empath pretty much, yes.
So, any sign of Diane today?
No. But she was in yesterday working on her laptop.
You said she was afraid of something around Gabe's death. If she's covering up what Typhon did, I bet there's proof.
And it's very bright.
I hope so. If she comes in today, let's be ready with a plan. In the meantime, I've got to finish my shift.
We're on it.
Okay.
Time to earn a paycheck. I should clean the dirty dishes around the bar.
How do these birdwatching contests even work?
Fuck you, Ryan Lucan. Enjoy your Birder of the Year title while it lasts. Ooh, shit. Ryan's got a rival.
The hell am I gonna do with a jacket that says Hell Divers on the back?
Jeez, I don't know, boss man. Maybe you could wear it, like the rest of us are gonna do.
You think I want to broadcast my affiliation with you jokers to the rest of the world? I got a reputation.
So, I started...
Hey, Shar.
Hey, Alex. I heard you agreed to help out with the LARP today?
Oh, yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Holy.
Me neither. I just hope we can get Ethan into it.
It's a good game. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll like it. Where are you, girl from Rome?
Gosh, I really miss that song.
They used to play it in here all the time.
Weird. I've never heard it. Maybe Jed knows where it went?
Can you put it? Okay, let's ask Life is Strange 3, Chapter 3, the song the student remembers. Okay. Blister in the Sun. Okay, maybe ask. It says ask Ryan in the. Ask them. Okay.
Hey, do you guys know a song that goes, "Where are you, girl from Rome"?
Holy shit. Blast from the past. Alabaster Daydreams.
My dad used to love that song. Gabe would put it on repeat just to mess with him. Got to the point where he couldn't stand to even hear it anymore.
So, what happened to it?
Eventually, Jed pulled it out of the jukebox and stashed it somewhere. You could ask him.
Sweet. Thanks. I'll be back.
Ждаки. Zed. Song.
Hey, boss. Do the words alabaster daydreams mean anything to you?
Oh, hell. Like brother, like sister, huh? Fine. Guess it's been long enough. It's back behind the bar someplace.
Thanks.
Okay, let's put it.
All right. Let's hear this infamous song.
Yeah, that's it is.
Alabaster Daydreams. That's it. How the hell? Don't worry about it.
If I can get help on my own, Riley never needs to know about my condition. I won't have to be a burden.
It breaks my heart that she's coping with this alone. Hey, Eleanor. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you, dear. I really appreciate your help from a couple weeks ago. It means a lot to me.
Of course. I'm glad I could help. I feel terrible for Eleanor, and I don't think it's getting any easier.
Let's talk with Daddy.
It's gonna be a long night tonight. Always is. Same thing every year.
Okay,
Tonight's the spring festival. I wonder what's wrong.
Okay, speak.
Hey, Ducky. Is everything okay?
Of course. I've never felt better.
He's lying.
Okay. Glad to hear it. Poor Ducky. I wonder what's going on. I better do some cleanup before my shift is over.
Diane.
Hey, welcome. I'll be right with you. I better check in with Steph and Ryan. Okay, she's here. What's the plan?
Well, We have two plans, actually. But we're still workshopping them.
Workshopping? So it's good workshopping.
What does workshopping mean, exactly?
It means Ryan won't admit that my plan is perfect. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I asked Diane out on a date.
Wait, what?
And she's so into it. She doesn't notice one Ryan Lucan swiping her laptop. Ryan carries said laptop upstairs, acquiring damning evidence. Maybe Diane and I still hook up? Not important.
That's your plan? Oh my god, please tell me you have something better.
I do. Now, to be clear, it's the same plan. Except, I'm the distraction. Look, Steph, I don't even think she's gay, alright? She's probably into the rugged mountain man type. All the transplants are.
These ideas suck. Let's keep worshipping. These ideas suck, I would say.
I'm genuinely worried that these were the best ideas you had.
What? It's a simple plan, literally 2 steps. You just need to choose the hotter distraction.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
You're the only tiebreaker we have.
I know it looks like it's a very important decision, but it's not really in the game. You can still hook up with anybody even if you choose this. So, say if you came up with such a crazy idea, I wouldn't want you to go and hook up with a woman, even if it was for fake, because I would get jealous. So I would go with Steph for this reason. I wouldn't want that.
Let's go with Steph.
Fuck yes. In your face.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but we don't even know if she has anything worth stealing yet. I'm just gonna try talking to her. Maybe I can get her worked up and read her emotions. I'll let you know if I need that distraction.
Good luck.
Your usual. Thanks, Alex. What's the best way to rile her up?
Okay. Help me, for Gabe's sake, I know you're responsible. Let's see now Helga the Mystic in action. Help me, for Gabe's sake, I would never do that to a mystic, because if you're like Helga, why do you think she's a mystic? Because she's hiding stuff. Hiding? You're a mystic. I know you're supposed I would press for more information. You know, I did that with Persis. I know what you have done, Persis. You remember Desmond? So, yeah. I know you're responsible.
I know Typhon's responsible for my brother's death. I don't know how, and I don't know why yet, but I will find out.
Okay.
Alex, I can assure you that Typhon is committed to a full and open investigation.
Of course.
We want to find those responsible and hold them accountable just as much as you do.
Strawman.
That's the truth.
Strawman. Such a strawman. She's deflecting.
She's got a great poker face, unlike Mac. But let's see what she's really feeling. Let me try and read her first.
She's angry.
I'm sick of the lies, and I'm sick of taking the heat for this company.
She's pissed. If I can stoke her anger at Typhon, maybe I can find out more. Good beer?
Yep.
William Bloom, huh?
Yeah, he's the best.
Is that your niece and nephew? They must be proud to have a super-powered businesswoman for an aunt.
I suppose. They do look up to me. I try to be the best role model I can.
Do you have, enough napkins for the table?
Yeah. I'm fine, thanks.
Do you belong to a church around here?
Oh, no. Honestly, I'm sort of lapsed with all that. I do miss it, though.
She's an apostate as well. Okay, cool. Anything else? Drawing.
Ethan's a great artist, isn't he?
He sure is.
Integrity to our very core.
What? Oh, yeah. That's our motto. It's a motto.
Okay. Now I need to pick something that will push Diane's emotions over the edge. Look, I know you're not a bad person.
I know you're a bad person, actually.
But my brother is dead because of the choices you and Typhon made. How does that make you feel? I actually want to know.
Alex, Typhon is doing everything we can to address the situation. That's the truth. Okay?
Alright. That's the emotion I was looking for. Time to explore Diane's anger about Typhon. Okay. Time to find out what Diane is really hiding.
Does it fall within the tolerable limits?
Well, as I say in the report, there's a small chance that debris from the detonation could...
It's a simple question.
It falls within the tolerable limits. Typhon brought me here, and look where it got me. Damn them all.
Wait. There's something else.
If you actually hate something but you are still supporting it, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how you feel, because you are supporting it. And I'm saying this because if you are like, you hate your job, you don't like Fitzgerald, but you are still supporting these people and your job, and you're not siding with me, that doesn't mean that you support me. What you do is what you believe in, okay? It's just what James says in the epistle. Belief is nothing, it's how your choices show your belief, okay? And Diane shows actively that she supports Typhon. She doesn't side with Alex, okay?
I didn't join Typhon to cover up a murder. If you try to pin this on me, I'll have everything I need to fight back.
Holy shit. She must have evidence on the USB stick. Looks like I'll need a distraction after all.
Hey, Diane.
Oh, hey, Steph. How are you?
So, what's your deal?
I'm sorry?
Are you single? Semi-single? Taken, but still down to get drunk and make out?
Whoa. Was not expecting that at all. Am I blushing? I feel like I'm blushing.
Fuck. Yeah, big time. Big time.
Yeah, I could see your cheeks from space.
Super. Real good look for me. I'm so flattered. I don't even know what to say.
Hey, no sweat. Just think about it. Get back to me. I'm not going anywhere.
Fuck.
See ya.
So I won't play more about from this game. I will, like for today, I mean, I will leave it and I will come back tomorrow and yeah. Let's see how it processes now and then I will stop playing.
Holy shit, that was epic! Totally insane!
My heart is pounding.
Steph, there's a very real chance that you awoke something in Diane.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That was hilarious. That was terrifying. That was terrifying.
I know I'm cracking up, but that was legit terrifying. I hope it was worth the risk.
Password protected. Guess I'm not surprised.
I'll bring this to Riley. See if she's willing to help. She's a whiz at computer stuff.
In the meantime, we have a LARP to do. You're still down to help, right?
For sure. What's a LARP again?
Very funny. Your character sheet's on the desk. You should read it. Grab your hat and meet me at the park. And don't forget your guitar, okay?
Keep the hat, guitar really.
One question. When the LARP's over, can I keep the hat?
I'd say that all depends on how you do.
Damn. Gauntlet thrown.
So, did you finish the thing?
Yeah, barely. Took me all night. I haven't carved like that in ages.
All right. I need to grab my guitar and the hat that Steph got me.
Okay, let's see what we will be close to regular business this afternoon. In order to participate in Steph Jean Grinch's The Perks of Being an Athenian Greek. Jean Grinch's live action game. We'll see you all this evening at the park for the Spring Festival. Okay, have fun. Live action game. What? It's called the LARP, Dad. I knew that. I was testing you. Okay, fuck. County Sheriff.
Typhon officially clears Typhon of any wrongdoing and death of local man at the hands of Typhon explosions.
The Sheriff's Department would like to provide a brief update regarding an ongoing investigation in the death of Gabe Chen. Mr. Chen's death has been officially ruled an accident. However, our investigation remains open and we encourage any members of the community who might have valuable information to step forward and share it with us. Our goal now is to gain a comprehensive understanding of the events that led to Mr. Chen's death in order to prevent further harm from befalling anyone in our community in the future. Thanks for your service, Deputy Pike. If it was ruled an accident, why are you still investigating? As stated above, the goal of this point is to gather enough information to prevent an accident like this from occurring in the future. accident, scare quotes, yum like to lick boots. Yum love to lick boots. Go back to your safe space. Please don't make me disable comments. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Okay, let me grab my hat. Leave it to me to wreck Gabe's bike on my first ride. At least Ryan had a good laugh about it.
Let's go up and then I will go back to... That's the last chapter I will play.
Yikes. This garden is looking gnarly.
Okay.
I haven't played for anyone else in years. That was a good night.
Okay. Help with the garden.
Look, man, if you want to live here, you need to do your own dishes.
So if you do that, you are helping build up the character of your character. So like the personality, traits that they have throughout the game, because it's a choice oriented game. Okay, we can go now. Okay. Use. Listen. Prefer this.
Sometimes it's hard to say where Gabe ends and I begin. His job, his apartment, his life here. But if there is a seam somewhere, I see it most in Steph and Ryan. In my mind, when we're all together, I can imagine him in my place, and I can watch the scene unfold like a spectator for a life I barely knew. Or, if I choose instead, I can forget about Gabe and just accept, however improbably, that Steph and Ryan care about me for my own sake, for no other reason.
I'm really tempted right now to play Life is Strange 2, even though it's one of the saddest games I have played in my life, and it makes me cry every time I do that. Just to show you that I'm not a racist.
I still haven't gotten you open yet. Must be a key around here somewhere.
Well, my dad says you don't think I am a racist, but that's not the point. The point is that you think I am the point is that you let him say that I am a racist and you didn't do anything. Okay.
Wow. Steph is a rock star for putting this together. Ethan is gonna flip.
Okay, we have a character.
Huh. There it is.
Oh, we take the key.
Half person, half dump truck. I feel you. Oh shit. The feather on the hat must have fallen off. Maybe I can find it. Gabe's last effects from the coroner. Pike dropped it off a few days ago. Guess I've been avoiding looking through it. Okay. You can take the kid out of juvie. Oh.
You're hot. Hurry up and finish your shift. Love, Char.
One match left. I don't never know when you'll need a light. I'm not giving up yet, Gabe. I better find that feather. Steph is a stickler for details. This must have been Gabe's.
Okay, so he has deleted many things. Make shift right list. Find Alex, find owner of stolen Chevy. Rainbow's jet to free for Rainbow's jet for free rent. I can't see very well. Return Ernesto's Walkman, I guess. Donate to Lawrence Detention Center. Apologize to Vi. New bond for Kevin. Apologize to Zoe. Really apologize to Katia this time. Apologize to Ira and tell him you like his remixes.
That's a long list. And I bet he would have gotten through it.
Apologize to Oscar. Pay Mr. Welbeck for the Chevy. Apologize to that guy from the mall. Write thank you letter to Lenny. Mail check to Mr. Franks for the broken window. She moved to Maryland. Track her down. Write to Mrs. Henry at Duckman High and tell her she was right. Forgive Dad.
Wow, Gabe. Still finding ways to break my heart, huh?
Yeah, he was trying to make it through.
I don't need to memorize this stuff, do I?
A day in the kingdom of Calns. Welcome travelers. Today, Thenor the monster slayer visits the double stone-born capital city of Calns. Can we dispatch the ravenous monster horde and save the kingdom? LARP Basics. A LARP live-action role-playing is a game in which players portray their characters through physical action, using costumes and props to add to the fun. Safety rules. You are here to have fun, don't hit too hard. Go for arms, legs, torso, back, sides, front. Avoid hands, feet, neck, head. Act stuff out. If you get hit, perform a grunt of injury. Thank you so much for doing this. It means a lot, Steph. So Alexandra, half Earth, Bard, level 1, health points 10, attacks effect, untuned corn 1 damage, magic, name effect, healing syringe, +1 health to you and your allies, steering him, doubles Thanos' next attack. Backstory: after the harrowing attack on the Sogvari amphitheater, Alexandra the Bard has been a constant companion to Theanor the monster slayer. The two have endured many trials and have recently found themselves answering a call for heroes in the city of Stoneborn. I will leave you read this because the analysis is good, so you can see, because it's a lot. So you have like the backstory too. You can pause. Okay. Take feather. Okay, now we are ready to go.
Alex the Bard, ready? Okay. I better find Ethan right away.
See, it sounds like his dad is picking him up in a few hours to F me, I'll fuck my life. Any ideas? Let me try talking to him, he'll be right there. Not sure LARP is happening, Ethan, not into it. Hero, okay. Okay, we have a lot of texts. We will see them tomorrow though. Now we will finish the chapter and hope you like the video. What is the
One day, I'll stop being a freeloader. For now, I'm just grateful.
Alex, appreciate your offer to start paying rent. Take a few months to fill your piggy bank first, then we can talk. Jet, Blank Lantern Tavern, raise your glass to good company. Okay. So, that's where I will leave the video. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will go and edit. I will go and edit the video now. Hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, you know, the fact that I don't know what you will do in the meantime, but the fact that you haven't liked my post about what I told you just hurts a little bit, you know, because I really wanted you to know this and you didn't show me the intentions of knowing about that, and you still do. I don't know what you are doing inside your head, but you're not treating me any better than back then. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't even get why you aren't texting. I don't know. I'm really. I'm not getting you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not getting you at all. I'm not. Like, you had some questions, I answered them, and you're still, what is your issue exactly? I don't know. If you feel guilty, come clean, okay? I can't come clean for you. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? If you feel sorry for how you treated me, then come clean. My father showed you the other day you were sad and you didn't want to show your sadness to me. You had the bleeding in your mouth because of what I said in the post, and I asked you, you were on the opposite side, what have you hiding there, and you wiped like your mouth, and you had some smudge, some traces of blood in your cheek as you looked on the other side. You are hiding it, and I don't understand why. I think I have been more vulnerable than you in the latest period, and you never were with me. You always showed this tough alpha male guy, and my father says you are not, and it's crazy. You should come clean eventually. Like, stop hiding. You are not a mystic. Don't act like one then. Anyways, hope you take the opportunity to text me. It's getting ridiculous at this point. It's really ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Anyway, I love you anyways. See you. Talk tomorrow. Bye.